Everybody, welcome to another great episode of Real Life Matters. I'm your host, DBoss, yours truly. And today I have a special lady on. And we don't get too many of these rock stars on here, but she's moving and she's soaring and she's moving up the chain. So with no other further ado, I'm going to introduce to you Paige Cobain Kopp of the Foolproof Band. There you go. How are you?
Hey.
You're can you tell everybody where you come from? What area are you in?
I'm in Niagara Falls, Ontario.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the love capital. That's the love capital of the world. It's one of them.
It is, yeah.
Well, geez, you are soaring. You seem like you're just soaring all over. You've played in various venues, and I know with the COVID, it's a little hard for everybody. So, can you tell everybody out there who you've worked with?
Yeah, so I've worked with many different people. So we produced our last single, Violet, with Doug Romano, who's produced the Bare Naked Ladies and like different bands like that. He works at Noble Studios, which has like Drake goes there to record his songs. And then we worked with Howie Weinberg for our latest recordings. He's mastered like Nirvana and Rage Against the Machine and Rancid and the Ramones and stuff like that. So he was really fun to work with. We've worked with Simon Laro-Chet, I think is his last name.
Okay.
And, yeah, he was our producer. We've opened for bands like the Mahones and the Forgotten Rebels and the Dirty Nil. So yeah, all those people are really awesome, and we're really grateful to have worked with them.
So you do like old time rock and roll, or you do pop rock?
So for our next album we're releasing like within the next couple months, it's more of like the 90s era rock. So kind of like a grungy feel. Yeah.
Like the 90s era, like who was it? Like who was in there? It was Led Zeppelin, Rolling Stone, Kiss, something like that.
Yeah, like Nirvana and Hole and Marcy Playground. There's like kind of like a grungier vibe to it, to these new songs. But the last one was a bit more, I don't know how you would say that, like a little bit more poppier, I guess.
Okay. A little more poppier. Okay, so what inspires you? So what inspires you to do what you do?
So many things, so many people.
We want to hear.
Me, it's a feeling I've had since I started playing music. I was like 10 when I picked up a guitar, and then I started writing music shortly after when I was 12 and did a whole EP and all this stuff. And I think that since then, like the whole time that's been driving me to play music is just this feeling that it's my passion. It's something I just need to do, or I don't feel right, like it's kind of like it makes me happier.
So is anybody in your family do music also?
No.
Wow.
No, my sister's a tattoo artist, so she's really artistic as well. And she's really well known in Niagara Falls for her tattoo art.
All right. So who would you like to do a collaboration with if you had a choice? Or
Oh my goodness. Probably Brody Dahl. She's from a band called The Distillers, and she's just like one of the female musicians that has inspired me since the beginning as well. I've been following her stuff, and she's changed her genres and like just has done the whole thing.
So your genre is mostly is rock and roll.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. So would you ever branch out to anything else other than rock and roll if you had an opportunity?
It's hard to say. Right now I probably wouldn't, but who knows in the future?
Yes. Well, you never know. You could go to R&B, maybe do a collab? What do you think about the
Yeah.
Afro beat and stuff?
Oh my God, yes. I love that stuff. I just feel like
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't get into like a like classical or like really poppy stuff.
Or opera or anything like that.
Yeah, because it's kind of like a style that I've like kind of honed in on, but I feel like it could like maybe it could go with some beats, you know? Who knows?
Well, that's something. So, how long have you been doing music?
Ah, for about 12, 13 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long run.
So, is that your full time thing, or you work and then you to help support your industry?
To fund the music.
That's what
I
a lot. You're not alone.
yo, I know. It's a hard thing to do, but it's a lot of fun when we do it.
So,
So
tell
I'm
us
working
about
a couple jobs on the side.
couple of jobs. Woo!
Yeah.
So, tell us about your band. How did you guys come up with Foolproof Band? The name. How did you come up with that?
So it was kind of like why people would name their kid Steve. Has an nice ring to it.
Wow. Well, that's good. Foolproof Band. So that's something. So how are your other band members? Are they related to you, or you guys just met up and you're all in sync?
Yeah, we all met up. I met Jesse, the drummer, a couple years ago. We started playing back then, and it just clicked. And then we ended up meeting Nate, the bassist, at a show we were playing when it was just drums and guitar. And he was in a different band. And we looked at him, and he looked at us, and he was like, I could be your bass player. And we were like, it was awesome. Ever since then, we got the sound that we've been wanting, and we're all just, it's been a couple years now of just the three of us.
Wow, that's good. That's pretty good. So you guys fight or anything, or not really?
No, we're all kind of like, I mean, if we do, it's passive aggressive.
Well, that's great. So your family supports what you do?
Oh yeah, yeah. Ever since like day one, they were the ones that would, when I was like 12, they would bring me out to these open mic nights, and I would get up on stage and play my original music and at little cafes and taps down on Queen Street, the tavern there.
Wow. So
Yeah.
what is there something that people don't know about Paige, and maybe they misconstrue and say, "Oh, she's like this."
Ooh, well, I get this a lot because I'll go on stage, and so in person I wear kind of like, the flannels and whatnot, and not on stage I try to wear like a black dress, and I'll put the lipstick on and do all that. So I've gotten a few comments that are like, oh, this girl's going up here, she's gonna sound like Taylor Swift, and they automatically, like, I've heard it in the crowd, and people have posted
Wow.
about it. And then we get up there, and that's kind of why I do the dress thing as well, just to kind of shock people and be like, it doesn't matter what you look like, you can still rock out in a dress and lipstick, you know what I mean? So there's things like that where people look at me as like this, like girl who's, kind of bubbly or whatever, and they just assume something, but I can still rock out like the rest of them.
Wow. Well, they think you're soft or something, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But you're not soft. No, but yeah, but that's probably they probably would have if you're looking at first appearances, you probably think, oh, this girl's a rock star, But
Yeah,
then after
exactly.
when you see a belt out and stuff, then it's a different thing. But
Yeah.
Paige, we're gonna come back and we're gonna play your video. We're gonna ask a little bit about your song. So we'll just take a brief moment and we'll be
Perfect.
right back. Okay.
All right.
Looking for a TV show that brings you a raw, uncut, unbiased opinion? What about a show providing a platform to tell us about your business or talent? Tune in to Talk It Out, Monday through Friday, hosted by Chill of Come Clean Empire and his co-hosts, DBoss, Corey Whitmore, and DJ Despair, where we bring you not just a TV show, but a TV experience.
If a parent is in denial and unsure or refusing concerns from their family, their neighbors, their doctor, what would you tell them today? I'll let you go, Danica, first.
I would say first and foremost, don't be afraid of the diagnosis. The diagnosis equals services. When you have a diagnosis, you get your services. If you shy away from that and you say, I don't want to label my child, a lot of people in the Black community especially don't want to label it.
Whoa! Go ahead. No, you go ahead. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Damn. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Woo-hoo! All right, we're gonna make stuffed shells, and this is a winner of a recipe. Add 3 cups of marinara sauce. We do have a really good homemade marinara, and I will leave a link to that in the recipe notes.
Rhythm.
Blessed love from Barbados, or as we so beautifully like to say here on the island, what going on, lovely people? I'm Bugina Kente, the spirit of the people. I'd like to welcome you to the Rhythm Caribbean Top 10 Countdown, bringing you some of the hottest artists, songs, and videos from across the entire Caribbean. So stay tuned.
We're back here. I'm back here with Paige, and she is a rock star. I want to say she's a rock star because, you know, that's what she is. So, are you on mute? Oh, okay, hear you now.
Am I on mute? Can you hear me?
No, not now. Not now. You came in. Okay, so tell us about the song Violet. Like how you came up with that song and what's it about.
Oh, the song Violet. I wrote that a couple years ago when my friend, it was actually kind of like a dark story that goes along.
Yeah, well, we want to hear it.
Okay, all right. So my friend passed away a couple of years ago. He took his own life, and right around the corner from me. And so right after his funeral, the one day, I had this really, it felt like a spiritual moment where I had felt this, I was laying down, kind of like in a half sleep state, and I felt this like shadow, just, I was so sad, and then this light just filled the room. It was this light, and I felt like everything was going to be okay. And so Violet kind of stems from that experience, with like the violet being the chakra, like your third eye chakra, and being able to connect with like another realm and being with those energies that you miss, and like, and that kind of experience. So yeah, it's a lot of people think it's just the color violet or whatever, but it's got
well, that's what it's a nice song, name of the song there.
Yeah.
Okay, so Violet, so you wrote this song. You wrote it, you said you came up with the theory of it. So how are people really responding to this?
It's mostly positive. Mostly positive, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to take a brief moment, everybody, and we're going to watch this Violet from Paige, a Foolproof Band. We're going to see it. We're going to see it all here, so we can watch all this that's going on.
So what are you counting for?
Wow, girl, that was good. I liked it. I see you had no
Oh, thank
shoes on.
you.
No shoes on.
You
What's
noticed
that
that.
about? Yeah, of course you noticed it. You seen it. You perform better without your shoes.
I do. I really do. You can feel the energy through your bare feet.
Wow. But yeah, I guess
You
you
know,
wouldn't have had on those shoes the girl had on in the video.
I can't walk in heels.
Those are
tried
some
once.
heels, and she went on that pole too. I said, "Wow."
Oh yeah, she's insane. So that's Shannon. That's my friend. She's the owner of SAS Fitness. So she does a lot of like pole competitions around the world. So she's kind of like, you see like
Pole
the
competitions. I didn't know there was a pole competition.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like gymnastics on the pole. She bends her body into all these weird pretzel shapes. It's so neat.
Wow. Well, yeah, we seen it there, and with those heavy shoes. I wonder if those shoes are heavy.
I feel like they're so heavy. I feel like it would be a lot to walk around.
I like the colors and stuff, but I wouldn't wear that high heel like that. I'd be like, where am I going with that? You know?
Yeah, even when she brought them out, she was like, okay, now let's just film me on the pole because I won't be able to walk in them.
Well, that was good. That was something really, 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 really. Well, that was good because you had one person in the video, and then you showed the band, and it's just so active. I guess the perception of you would be that you look quiet, but you weren't quiet in that video. Let me tell you, that was a whole different perception. That's a whole different Paige right there. That was Paige acting out.
Acting out.
That was
yeah, I get that a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, and your voice. Look at your voice, though. God, that's so. It's I tell you, people looking at this right, they would. The voice. You're talking to us, but that's not even your. That's not the voice you're projecting on the actual in the video. My gosh! And when you perform, that's who's that? You know what I mean? Like night and day. So you're a true performer. A true performer.
Well, I don't know about performer. I'm like the most awkward human being on the planet, but
no, you're
when
not.
I'm playing, I just like feel it out. So
well, we're gonna take a little break, and we're gonna come back, and you're gonna answer a question that I gotta ask you. So we'll just take one moment, a brief moment, and we'll be right back.
All right.
Today we're gonna be doing a recipe for pak choy bhaji. I'm pretty sure you've had this before. Yummy. We're gonna add some black pepper and salt to the chicken. So that's the black pepper we're adding now.
So you guys been knowing each other for quite some time, right?
Correct.
All right. So how long you been knowing each other?
I ain't really keep track, but I think I know him from the hood. He's younger than me, but I started hearing about him and then found out about him, got straight with him, whatever. There's a lot of history behind it, but I've been knew him from the hood. I met him like he came to our studio because we had a studio in the hood. And
Where the bell is sounding, my friend, and Boogie Jam 84 is underway officially. His handsome Jimmy Valiant going against the assassin. And he turns him over on 3 consecutive moves, follows him right here. Whip. Bear hug, and he picks up. Handsome Jimmy, let me tell you, he's no lightweight.
We've been apart for a short while, but now the time has come when you can join us again in our little slice of paradise. Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique has always provided a relaxing, rejuvenating, and authentic experience, and that hasn't changed. Pure Grenada, just for you.
Well, we're back here with Paige. Wow. Oh, you changed your top there, girl. All right. That's the question. Now, what's your... Well, you're looking like me there. We're just being apprehensive because we want it to be warm soon. So, what's your most crazy, memorable moment on that happened to you? Something that happened to you that you didn't expect.
While performing?
Yeah.
Or what was the question? It kind of cut out.
Well, what's the most craziest thing that ever happened to you while performing?
While performing, which one? Well, lots has happened.
Oh, we want to hear.
Well, this one time I was playing and just singing, minding my own business, and this like 70-year-old, really drunk lady came up and just grabbed my face and started making out with me, and she thought I was Courtney Love. It was very unexpected. So that was one time. The other time I had like way too much caffeine that day. I had espressos going on. I had coffee. I had tea. I always drink this green tea with lemon and turmeric and all this stuff when I'm singing. And I had that, and I had all these like energy drinks, all this stuff just to, I don't know why that day, but we were playing an outdoor festival. It was really sunny, and I just like vomited all over the stage.
Oh! So what did you do? Did you continue on the show, or you just stopped?
I had to continue.
Gross. Wow. Well, that had to be memorable for everybody. Everybody must have been like, oh, well, that's a different thing.
Yeah, it's a different trick.
All right. Well, you know, Paige, I'm telling you, this has been great and stuff like that. I know you're going to be supposed to be on Love to the World, the Niagara Falls Frozen Wonderland, and you're going to be on that, right?
Yeah, it's going to be so much fun.
Right. So can you tell everybody how to get a hold of you if they want to book you, your social medias and all that, so they can reach out to you if they want to book you?
Yeah. So we have a Facebook page. It's just under Foolproof. And then our email is officialfoolproof@gmail.com for bookings. And we have all social media, so you can find us on Instagram, and we have a link tree that'll bring you to all the different websites we have. We're on Bandcamp for merch.
Are you on Spotify?
Oh, pardon?
Are you on Spotify?
We are on Spotify, yeah. So we just had the one song on Spotify, Violet, and it just reached over 100,000 K followers.
Wow.
Reviews, so yeah.
So was it Violet or is it Sugar Shack? Which song was it?
That one was from Noble Street Studios. So Violet was at Noble Street Studios, and then the EP was done at the Sugar Shack.
Wow.
Which will be everybody soon. Follow.
Everybody follow Paige and Foolproof Band. I'm telling you, follow them. The songs are good. I tell you, that rock and roll, like that had me going. I want to jump up, but I had to rein my composure. But thank you, Paige, for tuning in today, and and sending out. Does anybody want to shout out before we cut off?
I want to shout out to Christy Hales, who lent me her studio. She owns the Upper Space indie rocks. She's super cool, and she's a force to be reckoned with. So y'all watch out for her.
Well, I thank you. I thank you and thank her, because the interview would have been impossible if we couldn't. You couldn't get that right today. But anyways, I thank you. I thank all my watchers, my listeners. You're my family. I thank you guys for tuning in today for Real Life Matters. And follow me, DBoss_1, in Instagram, Facebook. You can find me, the show, and look out for Paige. You'll see Paige. But anyways, I do want to thank everybody for tuning in today, and keep watching, keep supporting us, and bye for now.
Thank you.